But really, my own player for this season is Yamal. The guy is a precocious talent, developing very, very quickly. And I think he's privileged to be working under Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick is a very tactical coach. He worked in the Bundesliga before. And apart from being a talented player, he seems to be bringing all the tactical nous to play with the team, on board. And I think he's
Yeah.
privileged to be working with such an experienced coach. So for me, it's Lamine for now. Yamal.
Yeah, and I agree. And the guy's only 17, but his tactical awareness all over the pitch. And I don't know how he's able to be in each part of the field during each transition. He's in At one point he'll be on the wing. Then the next thing you know, he's in the midfield, then he's in defense. And he even directs the defenders, which is what he did for Spain. He was directing the team on Spain, and he's only 17. And I didn't know this. This guy held him when he was a baby. Messi. Messi held him when he was. I'm serious because his parents were immigrants.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
Mehmet held, I mean, not Mehmet, I said Mehmet. Messi held him when he was a small child. They were part of a UNICEF program. So it's clear to me that Barcelona is taking talent from very young age, even from maybe they don't know he's a talent, but they're taking a lot of kids from UNICEF and all these immigrants that come there. And then maybe when they're very early age, they start to figure out which one is good and which one isn't. Because there's no coincidence that he was being held by Messi at that age. So they must have a development program where they even find
Yeah,
them before they know their talent. What do you think, Bjorn? Yeah.
yeah. I think that shoot was for a photo shoot for a commercial that Barcelona
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
sponsored for UNICEF. So lucky for Yamin, when he was a baby, he was held by Lionel Messi. So many persons have said he's the anointed one, that Messi has passed the anointing
Yeah.
to him.
But I think that what they're doing is that they're even what do they call it, La Masia, because they have so many guys like who's that 16-year-old from Gambia that they have now, that's 17 that's going to be starting for them. They're taking a lot
Yeah,
of immigrant players, immigrant families. So maybe they even talk to these families. Oh, you have children, bring them to our academy. Maybe after they're 2 years old or 3 years old, if they're not good, then they say, okay, at least we've given you some money, then they go. But it seems like that they're doing a very aggressive talent search. So they identified Yamal as very talented because this guy's IQ, his football IQ is off the charts for someone 17 years old. Continue building. Sorry. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's just something that is progressing or happening around
Yeah.
Europe now. So
Yeah.
the Spanish border are being opened more to migrants. So
Yeah.
this has
Yeah.
also an open progression in terms of some of the talents that some of these clubs are able to develop, and it's a good one. Knowing that we have talents across the African
Even Tony
continent.
Williams, Tony Williams' mother had to drift across the. She was also an immigrant who came to Spain. So it seems like they're developing African talent, which is a good thing. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so once Africans are definitely hardworking people. Once we get the opportunity, we tend to thrive, and I
Yeah.
think that's what. But I think not to take anything from Yamin Lama. I think and Barcelona, the Johan Cruyff Institute is one of the best football institutes in the world, and I know
Yeah.
they've done. That's why in Europe they take football like a business. You start developing these players from age 4, and
Yeah.
they 4, 5, 6
Football
to.
is business in Europe now, not like it is
So,
business.
so it's a lot of education and there's a lot of
Yeah, but
information.
it seems like the Spanish, they're taking it more seriously than the English and also the French. France used to have these types of players, but France, they depend on street football. Like, oh, our boys are good from the streets. Guys like
Yeah,
uh
over England. No, England takes it seriously. Most of the
yeah, but
top.
I don't see them developing at the same consistency. The Spanish team, even when you look at Spanish football, even when people who don't play for Barcelona, they now have a system of play. Guys like Olmo and those guys, and the English team. I don't see the same level of sophistication and technical ability. I don't think English clubs are willing to spend money on technical development. They just buy players from other countries. That's what I believe. Yeah,
Yeah, they
they
do,
buy.
but I think they also try. I think that is something that England has also tried to improve on in terms of developing the academy. If you look at what the kind of players
Yeah,
just have produced over the last couple of years,
yeah,
Messi,
yeah. So maybe
Gallagher,
they're now catching up, but it
they are
seems
now
like
trying to catch up, and
yeah,
they've seen the start how that has helped Germany.
yeah. But then
Germany is
how can
number
they
one
keep
team
coaches
that
like Southgate?
Germany
How
is
can they?
one of the countries that have done a lot well in terms of football
Yeah,
development, and
yeah,
Spanish saw that and started building upon that because
yeah.
Spain generally they were not a powerhouse in world football,
No,
but
but we
gradually
have to
they saw
remember they're
that
the ones who
they
started the
observed
tiki-taka system.
Yeah, they observed that on the Germans and started building their tiki-taka and started to
Yeah.
infuse that into their national team. So I think what the Spanish have done is that they have created an identity of how they want to play, how they want the national team to play. And two of their biggest clubs, which is Barcelona and Real Madrid, are a strong pillar to that identity of how the Spanish team will play. And that's how you see how this will go forward. And the league
Yeah.
also, looking at how other teams play in the league, Sevilla, Villarreal, Real Betis, everybody play the same kind of football. Nobody plays
Yeah,
a
no, they have a it's almost like in Nigeria when you have school and you have to do
yeah.
SS3. There's a curriculum and
There's
everybody
an
has to follow.
identity.
So
If you
in
come to
Spain,
England now,
they
yeah, if
have
you
a
come to
curriculum.
England now,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
have the way they play.
yeah,
Ten Hag plays the way he
yeah.
plays.
And I hate to say
Guardiola
this,
and
but
Maresca play tiki
Spain,
taka.
yeah,
Liverpool
Spain,
play
yeah,
conservative a bit. So
yeah, and,
Southampton play kick and run. So
yeah,
everybody plays whatever they want to play. Unlike the Spanish, that you know that 19 out of the 20 La Liga teams play tiki taka, and that is their identity.
yeah.